Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. On second down, Roethlisberger. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell, and he'll take this one down near the 15. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. In for the score. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now it's Duke Johnson here on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gun!
They go play action. Mayfield. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
No, check. Patriot!
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend, show that he's right.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney! Over!
Mayfield off the play fake. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And some space here. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson, 38 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I can't help it, partner. I love backs who have a lot of burst.
Yeah, they ran the toss play. By the way, sometimes you'll hear toss and pitch used interchangeably, but that was the toss.
Well, for me, a toss, quarterback takes the snap, turns around, tosses it to
like
the tailback.
Like an egg underhand.
Yeah, like an egg underhand, really with two hands. And a pitch, usually like you're running an option-type play, and you pitch it out there to the trailing back.
Goes end over end like a field goal.
Yeah, where you turn it over, make sure that thumb turns down, and the ball flips end over end slowly and delicately to your running back.
The Steelers making their way out is sort of an interesting offseason for them. You at times get the sense that there's not always complete harmony, but boy, when you get everyone together and that offense is humming, there's something to watch.
They almost feel like a team that they actually use that works for them, right? Different guys want the ball, different guys want attention, and then when it's focused on them, they tend to produce. And I think on the defensive side of the ball, they got a great rookie season out of T.J. Watt at outside linebacker. But I'm hearing whispers this offseason that Bud Dupree, another outside linebacker, is due for a big season. And if so, they could be back to being known as Blitzburg.
Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, you got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage and make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns heading out on offense, Charles, and everybody knows the story. It's been 10 straight years of losing seasons, 0-16 last year. But it feels like there is some optimism. Is it warranted?
It'll be warranted if they can translate all of that optimism.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Bell. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys of over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys. Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Now he's going to send this one deep right side, and this will be caught at the 30. And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10. A big play that time for Cleveland. 68 yards. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm is going forward. Incomplete pass. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Duke Johnson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns move back within a couple of the lead. So now the Browns, they're going to line up and go for 2.
Back down to that Philly. Here we go. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Show that bench release and go. Watch quick. Watch. Show that bench release and go. Double bump. 77, 77.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards.
Let's go.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out.
Eight.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Toward the pylon, caught! And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Eight.
And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
Jack 16. Double ball. These 2.
Now Roethlisberger. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand.
Leopard! Set! Blue 90!
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, look at 56.
Mayfield on 3rd down from his end zone. And he is caught. It's Perriman. Brashad Perriman off to the races. Past the 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Brashad Perriman, 99 yards. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
To return, it's Cam Sutton. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you could kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A first NFL carry for the rookie from Georgia, Nick Chubb. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. On the defensive end, Cameron Sutton with the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys.
There goes Duke Johnson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Duke Johnson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns add on to their lead. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, Mayfield drops it off for Chubb. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. A really nice return all the way up to the 40, but hold everything. The flag down. You see it on your screen. This one looks like it's going to come back. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They go play action now. Roethlisberger under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Christian Kirksey not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Myles Garrett in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Watch him now, Barney. Here we go now. 3-19.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Set. Blue 90.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. More from Cleveland after this. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Steelers signal for another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
3rd and long for Mayfield. He's going to look deep for Perriman. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown of this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Buying time to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And that one results in 35 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let this one go deep. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Come on out here. Come on.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
Leopard.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Detroit. Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Mayfield to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And again, it's Chubb. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
With it is Brown. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here. 1st and 10. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
Tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A good pickup there at 22.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. He's going to air one out. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. He was looking for Eli Rogers that time. And it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
And the penalty, it helps a little, but they'll still have to navigate a 3rd and 9 now. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to look deep down the field. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
50. Let's go now.
They're going on fourth down. It's Roethlisberger. And he's got Rodgers. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Myles Garrett getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. A reminder, 4 more games set to kick off later this afternoon. Chiefs, Chargers, Seahawks and the Broncos, Redskins and Cardinals, and then the Cowboys against the Panthers. Mayfield now. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time. Baker Mayfield, obviously the #1 pick overall. That was controversial, though. What ultimately made the Browns go in his way?
Well, post-draft, I did hear a Browns executive talk about the efficacy of Baker Mayfield. In other words, how people rally to him, how people respond to him. He talked about seeing him at a workout, how he showed up, yelled out to the other guys. They yelled back with the same response, ran right to him, and they were ready to start the workout. He said things like that and his talent tipped the balance in his favor to go #1.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down in this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now Roethlisberger on first down. On the left side, it's McDonald. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game.
Now Ben hit, and he lost lost the football. It's loose. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues.
All right, here we go.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Give the tackle there to Morgan Burnett.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. They go play action. Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They go play action here on 1st down. Now big hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And the pressure gets to him again. Emmanuel Ogbah in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. And the Steelers on 3rd down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Roethlisberger. And the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Emmanuel Ogbah. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Jordan Berry now, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Landry now on the return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a big play there for the Browns. 45 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. The first NFL touchdown for Georgia's Nick Chubb. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. They're going to try and run. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for two. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And a nice gain of 21 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center. You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Snickers. Go.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Rodgers. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball.
And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that will get them one closer. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now here's Johnson. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10 at the 34.
Let's go! Brand 38!
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. The Browns on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8.
Detroit! Detroit!
They go to Johnson again. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. Now big hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and I think the Browns got it. They did.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over, but that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Detroit! Detroit! Set!
They pitch it out to Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession.
They've got his man complete. 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense. Right?
That's true. You've said that before. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Johnson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Mayfield looks to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Now Bell. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. You gave the stat early on that he's one of just 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards last year, and then you said they needed to bottle him up for under 100 yards. He's way under 100 yards.
Bottom line, he's had virtually no success whatsoever.
And because of that, among a couple other reasons, they're down on the scoreboard. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Left.
They'll go for it with Bell, going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Le'Veon Bell unable to get in, and the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So you've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Time for a break. And someone must have been in this hot sun a little too long. They've got the punt team out there. And just to clarify, it is not 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
All right, zero rooting interest in it, but that one hurt.
Well, yeah, you're losing in the 4th quarter. A bad time for a fumble on a punt return.
They had an opportunity. All right, they were sensing. They're down on the scoreboard, and now they just gave that one up.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19. You got it.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Only a 1-yard gain, but good enough to just about finish this one off. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And, partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the fly over the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Cleveland, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.